Okay, Casual Ego again. Right now we have the latest offering from the Adidas Spezial range. Well, it's the Liam Gallagher or LG Spezial. Okay, well, I mean, the shoe itself is a variant of the Adidas Padiham. I understand from what I've seen online that Liam was obviously fully involved in the process. Um, I personally don't see where his influence is when you look at how Adidas would generally deal with Spezial releases, but it's pretty much exactly as you'd expect. Now, I ordered these from Sneakers and Stuff, and it was not easy at all. I'm not sure how many were made, but I've heard it was possibly 1,500, might be more, might be less. If anybody knows, just drop a line in the comments. Now, if we look at the packaging first of all, it is your standard Spezial box, which you would expect. And as I showed you at the beginning, there is this Liam Gallagher decal on the side. That's a pretty nice touch. I mean, usually with the general city releases, etc., you just get the little patch logo with the code, etc. So that design is quite an interesting touch. Now, again, looking at not only that side bit, but this sort of wrapping paper, it's like a crepe paper with Liam's face on it. You know, if you are a massive fan of Oasis or just him generally, you're probably something you're pretty pleased with, but a bit gimmicky in my view. If we actually open that up, okay, so as usual, we've got the spare laces, which actually look exactly the same. I mean, I bought a pair of Londons recently, and obviously they came laced up with the black laces, and you got a spare pair of red laces, whereas this is just basically a spare pair of the same colour. We've got all the general tags, and then there's this like leather Spezial keyring. I suppose if you're displaying them or something like that, it's pretty cool. Otherwise, it's a bit pointless. Now, they have got the standard features of the Padiham. They've got the rubber sole, this sort of suede canvasy material here. Got the LG Spezial decal there. Now the tongue, the main bit, I suppose, is endorsed with his face. But if you look at it from this angle, it's a very, very flimsy tongue. A bit pointless really, but no structure to that whatsoever. If you open them up, on the sole you can also see sort of Liam Gallagher, etc., etc., and then that little Spezial sticker, which would probably come off after wearing them once. The shoe, well, it's all cream. There's not really anything to it. I suppose the actual stripes themselves are a slightly different shade. But nothing much to it. I mean, as far as the Padiham colourways go, it's not really anything special, and I think the other ones probably have a lot more fans than this. Look at the sole. Again, pretty standard stuff. Now, they cost £99 plus shipping, but on eBay at the minute, they're probably going for, well, over £300 a pair. In my view, these are pretty much unwearable. One go out in them, one day at the football, boom, shoes stained, absolutely unusable without some serious, well, repair works, I suppose, is the only thing you can say with that. Got your standard air holes as well on the side. Obviously, because of how flimsy the tongue is, the sizing label has been put on the inside. And then we've obviously all got that on there as well. For me, they are pretty much impractical, and would just end up being one of those pairs that are brand new in box with tags, to either keep or look for swaps at some point in the future, for whatever the next big thing is. The usual Padihams, in my view, they're wearable, cost about £85. I don't really see that these are worth £99 other than as a collector's item. Now, I've seen people online offering some pretty crazy swaps for these. I've seen OG Dublins, London Churches, Paddy Dubs, Tie Dubs, 2014 Stockholms, basically anything anybody has that's rare in any way, they're prepared to swap for these. Now, I don't know if that's because Liam Gallagher sort of, well, he's just a big Adidas sort of figure, isn't he, I suppose. Now, I expect a lot of you are actually watching this video to see whether or not you can justify the £300 eBay price tag. In my view, there's a lot of better shoes you can get for that money, and I don't see a massive benefit in them. I suppose they do, and they would look good in a plastic case. But if you want to wear them, I just don't think it's the way. Anyway, I'm sure people will disagree with this, but, you know, in my view, I don't think they're wearable. Well, let's just see what they bring out next. Alright, nice one.